Hey you guys, I'm Taylor. Welcome back to We Aim to Slay. I'm super excited because today not only are we going to be going through and actually using the Olive in June gel mani system, but we're going to be fixing my nails because right now they look like this. I'm going to show you how to make them look like this. First, let's set the camera up so that you can see what I'm actually working with. Okay, so the kit comes with this awesome step-by-step guide, which explains exactly how you're going to want to use these products to achieve your best manicure. So step one is to shape and prep. I've already shaped and trimmed my nails to my desired length because I had to remove my last manicure, and also one of my nails broke, so I tried to patch it. It doesn't look great. We're going to move on. Now that my nails are the shape and length that I want, I'm going to start with the acetone nail polish remover pot. Just make sure that there's no residual oils on my nails. We're definitely going to keep the acetone nearby because you know me, I like to do nail art, especially because my kit came with 5 different shades by Olive in June. So I'm going to use these 5 shades and we're going to create some like lava lamp nail art because my nails are kind of long right now. I was super excited to get this box because it came with these 3 products, one of them in particular. So we have our standard gel polish base, we have our top coat, and then this was the product I was most excited for. This is their peel off gel base. So that's the base gel I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to put this one away for now. Now that we have our colors and we know what we're doing and we've shaped our nails, they next recommend applying this cuticle remover. And I've never used this kind of cuticle remover, so I'm kind of excited to do it. Their instructions say, put it on, rub it in, and then leave it on for about 5 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Once I've rubbed it in, I'm going to pause filming so that I can, give it its full 5 minutes, and I'll come back and we'll see how this works. And admittedly, I think I used a bit too much, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna start my timer, be back in a second. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna go in with our cuticle pusher. I'm just gonna start cleaning up these edges, and let me tell you, this cuticle remover does really work. And I like that. I also like to keep a paper towel nearby to wipe on as we go. Okay, so after I did that, I went back in with the more fine end of this tool just to clean up around the edges. And because I pick at my cuticles, I did go in with a cuticle cutter just to clean up a few spots. So now we're supposed to wipe off the excess product. And yes, I used the other side of the paper towel. Don't worry, I'm not a monster. And then we're supposed to buff. So let's do it. And I think I said this before, I do have a bit of builder gel still on my nails from my last manicure. I like to use a builder gel because I feel like it reinforces my actual nail. But I'm excited to try this peel off base coat because by the same premise, it should help protect my natural nail and give me a little bit more flexibility so I'm not committing to any one nail design long term, which is not always my favorite thing to do. And yes, these are my natural nails. I let them grow out as long as I can, and then when I can no longer use my phone or my computer effectively, I file them back. I don't personally love using a nail clipper, but I haven't ever since I was a kid. They just kind of freak me out. And again, this is the nail that I tried to patch, so it is not perfect, and I'm choosing to look past that and let it be. And I'm just going to make it a more subtle color. Okay, nails are buffed. I'm gonna dip one more time into the acetone pot just to make sure everything's really clean. Oh goodness, okay, I spilled. Oops, don't tilt this. It will spill. Okay, so one quick press is on off, and a quick press is a 1 minute timer, a long press is a 2 minute timer. I usually like to cure my nails for 1.5 minutes, so I think that'll be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna just move the polishes out of the way so they're nowhere near the lamp while the lamp is running. And then we're gonna start. Now, this is also important to have out, and I'm going to open its container now. This is the cleanup brush, and it will be essential for making sure we don't have any gel on our cuticle. Otherwise, we're going to be curing with air pockets, which leads to chipping. So we're starting with the peel off base, and they recommend polishing in this manner. Tapping the end first, then going down the center and coming back in along the sides. So cap the end, down the center, and clean up on the sides. I'm trying to hold my thumb so that you guys can see what I'm doing, and I haven't figured out how to exactly get that the right angle. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and make sure I like really got the edges on everybody. See, I can see I missed some spots here. Okay, we're gonna dip our cleanup brush into our acetone pot. Just really make sure that these edges are clean. Okay, now we're going to cure. Those are them cured. Ordinarily, I wouldn't show you painting with my non-dominant hand, except that this brand is known for this item called a poppy. And you put it on your polish in place of the cap. Theirs, as you saw, their caps come off. I will tell you the poppy is kind of difficult to put on. I guess because it's supposed to be secure, which, trust me, I love. Ooh, okay. So you kind of have to like squeeze and push to get it on. But then it is quite secure, and I'm going to show you, or at least attempt to show you, how this works. Okay, so we do the down the center to the sides. Again, this is my broken nail, so cut her some slack. Tip, center, sides. They do recommend not taking the peel off base all the way out to your edges to help make things a little bit more peelable. But I read that after I was curing it with her hand. So that's not what I'm going to do this time. And I'll see if that makes a difference or not in the longevity of my nails. Only thing with this is that I do tend to twist the brush around to kind of get the polish on the other side. Actually, let's try it. Oh my god. Yeah, I can still do it. Wow. Okay, for this poppy tool alone, I'm convinced. This is brilliant. If you're someone who does their own nails at home, I highly recommend looking into the poppy, hands down. It makes it a lot easier, because you just have something more solid to hold on to, you know? Gives you a little more confidence. I'm going to put a little bit extra over here because I'm worried about this guy. I did not do a great job trying to patch that up, but whatever. We live, we learn. Okay, I'm gonna pause to cure that side, and I'll be back once we start painting. Okay, so my base is on, and now we're going to start painting. Like I said, I want to use all 5 colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint 1 nail each shade, and then I'll go back in and add my lava lamp blobs for my art. I'm going to show you these all in my better setup hand so that we get a good sense of what these colors look like. Starting with LHG, which I'm going to be doing for my pinkies. All right. I should have opened these before I started this. I'm going to do that now. Okay, I did LHG for the pinky. Next, I'm going in with Field Day for my ring finger. Next, for the middle finger, we're doing KAG. Next, we're doing Petal for pointer finger. And lastly, for the thumb, this is CDJ. Okay, now we're going back in with our cleanup tool just to make sure our edges are nice and clean. Now I'm gonna cure, repeat on the other hand, and do a second coat for both. I'll check back in a second. Both hands have 2 layers of polish cured, and now we're gonna start doing our nail art. So I'm gonna grab a dotting tool. This is not by Olive and June. I don't know if they have one, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do essentially is alternate the colors of my lava lamp blobs so that it coordinates with my nails. So like, I'm gonna put the purple over here, the red over here, and maybe do a red and purple in the middle, and then some of the beiges for the sides. I'm just gonna show you a couple of nails, I guess, because I don't really wanna be here all day. Let me grab a paper towel. I'm gonna start with the purple on my pinky. Just get a good amount on my brush and set that down. I'm gonna use the small dotting end to start. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna start by kind of like gooping my purple along the top, kind of like the lava that would be at the top of your lamp. And you don't have to be precise because we're going for kind of that goopy effect, right? I'm gonna kind of follow it down to like where there's a natural dip and let that be my first sort of drip. Because that's kind of where it's dripping, I'm going to do a nice gloop right under that. A little blob that's like dripping off. And then add a nice big blob down here. And maybe another little blob over here to help kind of fill that in a bit. And I was kind of thinking of doing some purple and red on the middle, so while I have the purple out, I'm going to do that over here. Maybe just draw a little like that. Ooh. And a bigger one over here. A little less nicely shaped. They look a little bit more like actual lava lamp blobs. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off in the pot. And I'm gonna grab my thumb shade to do for the red. This one I'm gonna start with my big blob at the bottom as if the gel has all fallen down and is now rising up. I'm gonna grab the pinky shade to do for my purple finger. This one I'm also gonna start at the bottom. Okay, let's rinse that off. Now I'm grabbing the red. I'm gonna do the other portion of the middle finger first before I go back in and do the thumb. And honestly, I'm going to add a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to cure them. Okay, so that is my lava lamp nail art. I'm going to finish up with my top coat for that, and then we're going to be all set, ready to go. The same concept across the bottom, down the center, and around the sides to help clean that up. And then just make sure that I'm really sealing these edges in so I don't lose any polish or any of my nail art. Alright, now we're going to use our cleanup tool. Okay, so I have officially finished my lava lamp nail art. I'm going to clean up by doing a final dip in the acetone just to remove the gel cast so they don't stay sticky. And then I'm going to finish with the cuticle serum pen. And I'm super excited. I love the idea of this. I've heard about these products. I have never tried one. So I'm just going to do a couple of clicks, and I think I have to keep clicking because I haven't used it yet. Okay, there we go. It's coming out now. And, again, a lot. I put too much on. That's fine. We're going to make it work. And their instruction booklet actually recommends putting on the cuticle serum a couple of times a day. So I'm going to go put this in my purse and keep applying throughout the day. Whenever I feel like picking at my cuticles, I'm going to put this on instead. I think that's how I'm going to train myself out of that very bad habit. All right, I'm gonna cap that back up. Just rub it in a bit because I did put a bit extra on. Okay, and I have officially done my first Olive and June manicure. I'm super impressed by this. The lamp works really well. I like that there's a 2-minute option so you can really secure your nail art. I think the products are really easy to use, especially the poppy. I use that for my base and top coats. I didn't use it for the shades because I was kind of switching back and forth a lot. But I think if I had a little bit more time to sit there and more intricately paint, I would definitely be doing that because it did make it a lot easier to use my non-dominant hand. So that's all for today, you guys. I highly recommend checking out Olive and June for all of your manicure needs. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.